Welcome to Jeeps, Mustangs, and More. I'm your host Wade, and today we're going to continue with our rotisserie project. I had made a short video over what we had done so far. This is just the first stages, of course, where we're making one end of the rotisserie and then the other end, and then we'll join it together after it's all bolted up, and we measure out how much we need to connect the two together. I've got a few more parts and a few more metal pieces, and today we're going to just go over what I'm doing with the welder as well. This is an Eastwood MP250i. I did a video on another channel about it, but it's a little bit goofy, so I thought I'd do a little bit more one serious. This is 3/16 metal, and you can see this chart here is what I've been using, but I have a mixture of 1/4 inch and 3/16. So I'm taking these two parameters here, and I am going in between them, or I'm getting closer to the 3/16 because you want to set it towards the thinnest metal, otherwise you'll burn through whichever metal is thinner. The gas flow here is supposed to be at around 30 to 40 for anything that's 0.035. So this wire that we're using here is this level here, which is a 0.045, and that's why we're using this chart here. So for the 3/16 it's supposed to be 22 for the voltage, and it's supposed to be 215 for the wire speed, and for 1/4 inch, which we have mixed in this project, is 24 for the voltage and 260. So we'll go ahead and fire this up. I've already ran the wire, that's not a big deal. This hose comes with the welder. This regulator does not. So you'll have to have a regulator that's meant for argon, that'll also do the carbon dioxide mix, which I think most all the regulators do that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and turn on the welder. There's a switch in the back here. Turn on the gas. As you can see, I have the gas a little bit high. It's supposed to be between 30 and 40, but I've found that if you use a tad more than what is recommended, which recommended would be right here, that the weld doesn't splatter as much and it's a little cleaner. So here you can see I have the voltage set to 23 and the wire speed set to 220, and I have 0.045 inch wire. So that's what we're doing here, which is the 75% argon, 25% CO2, 0.045, and then we're going to our metal thickness here, which is 3/16 and 1/4 inch. And I've taken the two numbers and I've because the metal I've measured is thicker. 0.188 is 3/16, and what we have here is 0.21, which is not the 0.25. So you can see here the 0.87 is supposed to be 3/16, but I've got 0.20, which is closer to 1/4 inch for the thinnest metal that's in here, and then I've got the other one I'm welding to. So anyway, let's shut this or welding. This should be ready. I'm using this nozzle gel, and the reason I'm using the nozzle gel is because if you don't, you'll have these little splatter rings around your nozzle, and sometimes they don't come off and they'll ruin your nozzle. Luckily these came off for me, but from now on I'm using this nozzle gel so that it will help save my nozzle. And here, this is a Miller Respirator. It is meant for welding, so the toxic gases that come from the welding and the gas that's there will not harm your lungs. There are warning messages all over the place, on the welder, on the gas, on everything. It says you're not supposed to breathe in these gases while you're welding, and this is a great investment. You can find replaceable cartridges very easily, and this will fit under your welding mask, as I will demonstrate for you while I'm welding on this second piece of the support for this side of the rotisserie. see, I went over some of the welds. It started raining while I was doing this, and the gas exposure was a little off. That's another reason why I had it up a little high. But when you go back and forth, it won't warp near as badly. So I made sure that the other side was ready to weld on, and then you saw me go from one side to the next so that it will not warp as badly. It always warps just a tiny bit when you're applying this much heat. You can obviously see smoking here in different places. This concludes. I'll also do some grinding on some of the welds, and maybe redo some of the welds depending on how well the grinding goes. I'll grind these smooth, sand it down and paint it eventually, but we're going to finish doing each side before painting it, obviously. Well, I think that's all I have for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Again, my name is Wade. Please hit the like and subscribe button to see more parts of this video series for a rotisserie, and also on how to change the settings for the welder and different types of welding that we'll be doing on this channel. And as soon as we're done with this rotisserie, we will be hooking it up to a 72 Mustang Cooper to check it out. Thank you for watching.